It's been a rough start to the year for Silicon Valley. Microsoft announced Wednesday it would lay off 10,000 employees.
Google's parent company, Alphabet, announcing today it will cut 12,000 positions.
Amazon's biggest layoffs ever start tomorrow. The company is slashing 18,000 jobs.
The recession is fast approaching, and the tech industry is about to take a tough blow from it. The massive number of layoffs that are about to take place in Silicon Valley is going to be insane. In fact, on the 5th of January, Amazon stated their layoffs would affect around 18,000 employees, which is no small number. Let's find out some more about how the tech industry is going to face the brunt of the global recession. Stay tuned. Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. Hiring has been frozen and economies seem to be faltering drastically, creating a new reality for the big tech industry that is surely going to last quite a while now. Unemployment is surely going to affect the masses on an individual level too, and is going to be quite traumatic. As of now, the US market is set to have around 160 million workers, and on average 1.4 million workers are usually fired or laid off per month. Apart from this, 4 million employees happen to leave their jobs voluntarily. On the contrary, 6 million people are hired, and most of the people that fall in this category are either hired for short or temporary posts, and are usually the ones that recently lost their jobs. On further looking into some data, it was calculated that the typical unemployment period that most workers go through lasts less than 9 weeks. Even though 9 weeks feels like a short amount of time, it's quite hard for those who do not have emergency funds to survive during these tough times. However, the government is trying various ways to help them survive. One such way the government is helping is by providing unemployment benefits where employees are able to secure 40% of wages. This is prevalent in most of the states in the US. It's a well-known fact that the workers in the tech industry are one of the highest paid employees. Most of them have emergency funds that help them sustain themselves over long stretches of unemployment. It's also a well-known fact that the workers in this industry have a higher chance of being re-employed within a short amount of time after being laid off. In fact, the unemployment rate in the information industry was just 2.2% in December, which when compared to the overall year was 3.5%. But if the economy slows down further and layoffs branch out to other industries too, the Federal Reserve Board's interest rate will peak and this will slow down hiring. The main logic behind why this is happening is because the economy is witnessing a high demand, and this in turn has pushed the wages higher. The demand for houses, cars, and other utilities will be affected, and this would in turn affect the employees by providing them with smaller paychecks, and would also lead to increasing the prices on their expenses. Let's take a quick look at the Great Recession that took place in 2008. A year after the recession started in 2008, the number of workers being laid off was around 20% higher than the number of workers quitting their job voluntarily every month. As of today, in the strong labor market that we have, the number of people quitting outnumbers the number of people being laid off in the ratio of 3 to 1. After the recession progresses with time, the unemployment stretches that people witness drag into around 20 weeks. That was what was observed in 2010 during the Great Recession. It reached a point where many gave up looking for jobs and tens of millions of workers were terribly suffering because of unemployment. But that was a decade ago, and the labor market that we have now is different. As we speak, the level of unemployment that currently exists is the lowest that's ever been in more than half a century. The Fed knows the recession is going to be bad and is trying to slow down inflation, which went out of hand at the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022. The tech industry has been praised for quite a long time for all the accomplishments it has achieved, as well as how great they are in terms of employment. But of late, with the onset of the pandemic, the tech industry has faced an increase in competition, big fines to be paid, and a global recession to deal with. Though this didn't stop them from hitting targets and receiving profits, they're not expecting the same to prevail in the tech industry. Europe has been trying to become the tech's global regulator. New technology as well as competitors are on the rise and are holding on to the market. This has threatened the bigger competitors in the industry. In addition to all of this, many tech companies that made heavy investments in personnel and new products, who believed in the concept of making virtual reality a big hit, are left clueless at this point, as the recession is going to be a game changer for the industry. To survive the brunt of what's to come, tech companies are cutting expenses at fast rates and are retrenching so as to navigate tech executives and bullish investors through a turbulent 2023. As we mentioned earlier, Amazon is set to lay off 18,000 employees, and Meta Platforms has said that it will cut 13% of its workforce, which accounts for about 11,000 people. Furthermore, on the 11th of January, Google's parent company, Alphabet, announced that they would be witnessing a staff reduction of 15% at its healthcare unit. If we're to look at the cumulative number, more than 170,000 jobs in the past year have been lost. According to Dan Ives, an analyst for Wedbush Securities, Tech companies have spent like 1980s rock stars. Now they're starting to spend like senior citizens on a fixed budget. It's very true that the road ahead is not going to be easy, and everyone has to tread carefully and smartly on it. Inflation is quickening, and this is causing a spike in interest rates. Furthermore, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has everyone looking at the supply chain network in different ways. And now with the recession on the way, the advertising revenue of the tech companies that many sustain is going to be hit. In fact, according to research from Insider Intelligence Inc., Google and Meta saw their share of US digital ad spending fall by 50% for the first time since 2014 last year. This took place because Amazon, video streaming services, and various other upstarts have seen their share of digital ads grow. Moreover, the advancement in the field of AI has been a game changer in the digital world. New features such as the ChatGPT chatbot, which stands as an alternative to Google, have raised the competition. OpenAI, another similar chatbot service, is currently in talks to sell its existing shares in an offer that would value the company at around $29 billion, which would approximately double a prior offer that was completed in 2021. Rules and regulations are also bound to change as times get tougher for the contenders in the big tech industry. Not so long ago, the European Union regulators struck down Meta's legal justification for its highly targeted ads, which left the company struggling to find a way to keep showing ads targeted based on its Facebook and Instagram users' online activity on the block. In addition to this, the EU is starting to implement 2 other new laws it passed last year. These laws aim at ensuring safeguarding the smaller competitors and giving them a chance to start off in the industry. They'll also be forced to more heavily police content on their platforms. The Digital Markets Act won't have its provisions enforced and implemented until 2024. However, the law is already pushing companies to change their business practices. For instance, Apple Inc. is now preparing to let applications be downloaded onto iPhones and iPads outside its App Store, which is something that they stated would always compromise their security levels. Another instance is that of Amazon, which recently promised to give better treatment and prominence to third-party sellers which comply with the new laws. This will be a part of Amazon's settlement of the antitrust lawsuit in Europe. Now, everyone has their eyes on the EU, and what they implement in the industry in terms of legislation this year may be followed by many other countries too, including India and the UK. According to a law professor at the EDH-EC Business School's Augmented Law Institute, Ann Witt, the looming is already having an impact. If the pressure piles up internationally, sooner or later, it may make sense for these companies to align their behavior globally. Well, with that being said, we got to wait it out and see exactly what the reality of the tech industry is over the next few months. What are your thoughts on the effects that the recession will have on the big tech industry? Do you think quite a few new rules and regulations would be brought to help stabilize the situation? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. We hope you had a great time watching our video today, and we can't wait to have you back on our channel real soon. Before you go, do drop this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon to be in the loop on what's happening on this channel. See you soon.